What up, though, Lions fans? This your boy Nomus J coming at y'all with another one. As we know, the Lions all season has just officially kicked off ours the other day goes. Now we got to look forward into, seeing who's going to make this roster for the future, who's going to be added to the roster. And now we got to see as well who we're going to officially draft, but that'll be later down to April. So with that being said, obviously, like every other team does, we have our pending free agents. There's some guys that, who surprised us these last couple years that's still been around, because to be honest, they had off season last year where they brought everybody back. But I will say this, there are at least 5 players that I feel that the Lions should consider bringing back to this roster, because I feel like these guys fit the culture. I feel like they play very hard. I feel like these guys still got more to show, and they really had some extensive roles with this team. The last 3 definitely. So let's, without getting to it, firing at number 5, the Lions must consider bringing back defensive back Mike Hughes. This is actually a shocker one for me, because I didn't think he was going to make this roster last year. I thought A.J. Parker would have outbeaten him, but it turns out A.J. Parker just didn't come with enough for the position, and this guy's a vet, which is more the reason why I think he should return. You could find another nickel DB, but I feel like, they like this guy, and I feel like he plays hard with that experience. He can rebound himself. The whole secondary struggled in general, especially when you add the linebacker core. So I'm not going to pin his struggles entirely on him. He was on Super Bowl rosters before, so with Michael Hughes, man, I'll give him another shot. I think you can afford him for a very cheap deal. Again, somewhere in the neighborhood what he already got. Maybe it had to be a 2-year deal, but we'll see. But yeah, he'll be number 5. Number 4 for me, without a doubt, is the homie Deshaun Elliott. Deshaun Elliott was our box safety this year. When Tracy Walker went down, he was very key. I know Kirby Joseph did a lot of things well, had some blemishes as well, but Deshaun Elliott was very key on the communication, man. He stepped up very nicely for us. Yes, he has some injuries in games sometimes, but he was mostly available for us at least 16 games out the year. And I couldn't help but ask for that, for the contract that he signed. I'm not even sure his deal was 100% guaranteed, but I think he ended up getting most of it. Played very well. So, again, another player you can always upgrade from. But if you can't, he knows the defense. He knows the system. He does fit what we're about. And I think you should consider bringing him back. This third one, we get into the top final 3. I think y'all can pretty much guess who the third one is. He's the comish one. This one was kind of tough. I had somebody else here, but you know what? I'm going to say John Cominsky. John Cominsky is what you call the primary example of a tough guy who's not a starter. Never be good enough to be a starter, but he's a prime example of that locker room tough guy. He's the quiet guy. He doesn't hear too many words out of him, but he's in there, man. He's active. He plays all around the defensive line. He does whatever he's asked to do. There's no complaints. Just straight blue collar, blue chip, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to provide you whatever you need. He's going to help you on run defense. He's going to try to help get the quarterback. He'll hit you. He'll do anything you need him to do. And you don't even have to spend a lot of money for him. You're talking about an actual cultural fit. He is literally one of those guys. The quietest player on the team. But boy, when we missed him earlier in the season, it did feel like it hurt the defense a lot. Dan Campbell stressed that a lot. And to me, when it comes to that infectious nature, man, you might want to have somebody like him in the locker room. Again, I'm going to say, like I said, the other 2 players, you can always find somebody better and upgrade. But I would consider bringing him back if I'm the Lions. And that's why I say John Cominsky. So, here's the honor. This is where things get a little bit funny. So, you got the last 2. I'm going to give you an honorable mention. And that's DJ Chark. DJ Chark, it's kind of hard for me to put him on this list, because I don't know what they're gonna do with him personally, and it was kind of hard for me to put him on. I think they should bring him back, yes, because you have the chemistry there with Jared Goff, and you want to continue to build off of it. It's not like this dude is a slouch. He was a former Pro Bowl receiver, And at the end of the day, when he did get healthy, he showed that he can ball, man. The problem is, I don't know if the Lions have still enough funds to get him a deal done, and they may have to go with another vet. It's cheaper. I'm not sure what deal he will be looking for. You know, he is a wide receiver, so they do come in high demand sometimes. And at the end of the day, would I be willing to bring him back? Yes. But we also got to deal with somebody else that's going to come actually on this list. So I'm for it, but it depends. But it just, I couldn't put it in my top 5. I feel like it's a little bit weird. Maybe I'm making too much out of it, but I would have to actually see when free agency comes around what they plan on doing. So that's why he's in the honorable mention. So obviously we can get to the second one, without a doubt, is Isaiah Buggs. Isaiah Buggs, man. We've been quietly watching him since he got on the radar. Obviously, he came through due to the fact that Levi Onwuzurike could not go. And as we see, he has those back issues. So Isaiah Buggs came in to me as a waiver pickup. You know, he was released and we gave him an option, man. He worked his way up to the starting lineup. And even since game 1, man, he had some nice moments. Him and Kaminsky both. And he's just been one of our vocal leaders, actually. You know, to me, the way I look at Isaiah Buggs, he's still young, too. Like, he was in the 6th round coming out of Alabama, drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the thing about Buggs that nobody talks about, he's, to me, doing what I felt that Michael Brockers was supposed to sort of do. But Michael Brockers obviously looks like he needs to be cut coming off this offseason, moving on from to help us save some money. But Buzz has been kind of that voice, man. When you even see it sometimes in, you know, locker room celebrations, you know, he's the voice that's getting them guys going. He's getting them sound effects. You know, when you look at the videos, man, he gets sound effects. Sometimes he gets the mic. And he's a good leader, man. He's another good glue guy, man. Him, Kaminsky, they're some damn good glue guys, bro. And I think he has a role in the future of this team. If you do go in the draft, let's say you get you a Jalen Carter, I think you still keep a guy like Buzz, man. That young experience that he carries, man, having the season under his belt. You know, the limits, the sky is the potential, man. The sky is high, man. The sky's the limit. Yeah, there we go. I'm forgetting stuff, but yeah, man, I would bring Buzz back for the right deal, without a doubt. That's my guy. And of course, absolutely, you should already guess who should be number 1 on this list, and that is Swaggy himself, Mr. 1K, Mr. 17 touchdowns for the season, man. It's your boy Jamal Williams. You have to get at least a 2 to 3 year deal done, man. Like I said the other day, his legs are still sort of fresh because, for one, you're gonna have DeAndre Swift still there. They'll likely add another talent at the running back position, you know what I'm saying, maybe in the late rounds or so. And not to mention, he was a backup for most of his career, you know, and I feel like he's just getting started. So obviously, him being the attitude of this team, him being the leader of this team, him being the voice, the emotion and everything else of this team, you need to keep a guy like Jamal Williams here, man. He can make things so simple for you, man. You know, get the right deal done, and he can be one of our impact players out there, man. He gets you the tough yards. He takes the physical hits. He's always there, man. He's, you know, real professional. He's himself. And, you know what I'm saying, with him around, it just uplifts people. You know, these are the type of players that signify what Dan Campbell wants in this culture, man, which is why he's made the number 1 spot on his list. You know what I'm saying? When you look at these guys, this is what I expected to get out of him when he was signed here last year. And now look at him now. And, you know, without you take it with him, man, you was able to have a balanced offense for the most part with him, man. So with that being said, man, this is my list of 5 players. You tell me yours. If you like my list, you know, tell me why. If you don't, tell me why. Let's keep it clean. Come back with y'all with some more content, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. I cannot stress that enough, man. It would help me out a lot if you could sub, man. You know, trying on the road to 1,000. But man, tell me who you have on your list. And this is your boy, man. Known as Jay. And I'm out here, coach.